colonize Mars. Remember, over the next 10 years, it's a one-way trip.
Send the Muslims up there?
Why don't we just send all the
ISIS, not Muslims.
Boko Haram and ISIS and Baghdadi and the suicide bombers, load them up into a spaceship and send them all to Mars.
And have them blow themselves up there. We could watch the fireworks.
Exactly.
It's not, listen, it's not, we don't mean to make light of it, and we don't mean to say that all Muslims are bad, and I may have just said send the Muslims up there, and I apologize.
Well, that's the other thing, we find ourselves having to be so politically correct, I mean, obviously when you say Muslims, you're not talking about the vast majority of peace-loving Muslims, you're talking about the extremists.
That's only a small, very extremely small percentage.
Well, I've always said it sort of reminds me of the Tea Party. It's a small percentage of the Republican Party, but what are they doing? They are holding, Congress hostage. You can't tell me the average Republican, run-of-the-mill Republican, is so conservative, all right, that the Tea Party rhetoric is the norm for them,
First thing, I don't know what the norm is for the Republicans, but listen, somebody voted these Tea Party people in, which means there's a certain percentage of people that agree with what they say. So we have to.
Well, but the sad thing is, I mean, they don't even want to. Talk about negotiating. They don't want to negotiate. They want what they want, and they don't care if they're causing an upheaval in Congress.
Well, that's how they were voted in. They were voted in on that platform when they ran, and people brought them in. So they're just respecting what the people that voted them in told them to do. We don't agree with it.
No.
Obviously, but there are people that do believe in what they represent. And they're representing those people. And that's what America is. That's the difference between us and ISIS and Russia, where if you have an opponent, if you have somebody, if you have a Tea Party member in Russia, Putin will make iced tea out of them, and that's the end of them. One of his big opponents just died, got killed. Now they arrested 6 people for doing it. I haven't really read much about it, but I'm sure 6 innocent people are probably going to wind up in jail or face a death sentence. Because I'm sure they were ordered by somebody to do it. But then again, we never know. That's just our cynicism.
Well, what do you say we put a song on for the folks?
You want to put a song on?
Yeah, why don't you show some of our listeners what you recorded over the last few days?
No, let's put this on one of my niece's songs, Sunny. It's called Truth.
It's shitty, it's silly, it's greedy world. I can see them, they can see me. Try to lock the door with the green egg, got the blue egg. See the colors swirl, and I'll believe it. What I can see, it's such a pretty world. The truth takes time to take me away. The truth takes time to take you away. The truth takes time to take me away. The truth takes time. a moment to thank him for this day, for the wonders I find on the way. In my mind, in my heart, I can pray, even when there's a crowd and I can't pray out loud. Still Jehovah will hear me anyway. Anytime, anywhere, I can pray, and Jehovah will hear what I say. In the night he will hear when I call, he is near. Anytime, anywhere, I can pray.
No, but what's that?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was
Your grandson.
I could pray anytime. And before that, it was Sunny, the so-called truth. And that moment of silence was a tribute to my father-in-law who passed away Monday night, Tuesday morning. And as some of you may know, I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. My wife was put in the hospital on Friday. And she hopefully will be coming home on what day is it? Oh, tomorrow.
Well, if not tomorrow, hopefully by Wednesday.
Well, hopefully tomorrow. They say tomorrow, and we want to thank everybody for praying for her and wishing her best. And again, our condolences to the family of her father-in-law. And that's it with that. Mark?
Well, we want to let everybody know that our number is 646-595-3275. You want to talk about Boko Haram. You want to talk about al-Baghdadi. You want to talk about Selma. Give us
How
a
about
call.
Al-Qaeda? Al-Qaeda is still pretty powerful.
Well, they've, I think Al-Qaeda is more than happy to turn the headlines over to ISIS and Boko Haram and,
I don't know if I think these guys all try to...
well, they crave...
They like the attention.
They crave the limelight, and the attention, yes. But, in fact, I don't know... I think I did mention that 4 women suicide bombers blew themselves up in Nigeria. I mentioned that earlier in the show.
Yes, you did.
And
now, who do they represent?
They represented Al-Shabaab. I think it was Al-Shabaab. I'll let you know in a second.
Al-Shabaab. Sounds like something you should barbecue. Shish kebab, Al-Shabaab. I don't think it's a bad idea to barbecue them. What do you think?
No thanks.
And I didn't say eat them.
But I'm looking here. I know I sort of circled it.
Anyway, while he's looking for that.
Yeah, here it is. This was actually Boko Haram.
Boko Haram. Well, those the ones.
Boko Haram is the group that kidnapped those Nigerian women, schoolgirls, back in September or so.
Yeah.
No one knows what happened to them either.
Yeah, right. They're based in Nigeria, Boko Haram, so that's what they do. They damage, kill their own kind. Also, out of the blue,
of the western sky comes
Flight
Sky King.
Flight 370. Was that the latest one?
That's the one from a year ago.
No, how about was the newest one?
It escapes me right now. I'm not sure.
Well, 370 is the one where the airplane disappeared. Right?
I don't know.
You recall airplane, Malaysian Air flew, disappeared. No,
that was last year.
Yeah, no remnants.
Yeah. It's a year already.
Well, if you read the news, they have some new conspiracy theories about that. It seems like there were 3 Russians on that airplane, and now they're saying again that they kidnapped the airplane and landed it somewhere in I don't know where they said.
I heard they're in Oceanside Park. Is that true?
They landed somewhere in Russia. Somewhere.
Well, it says right here, 1 year later, no trace of jet. That's as of today's paper.
They're not saying any conspiracy theories?
No.
Well, that's what they were talking about yesterday.
Well, they can talk all they want. There was, I did want to relate, as you could tell from the blurb that we put out, everybody knows about Ferguson and Michael Brown and Eric Gardner and Staten Island and Cleveland, Ohio. It seems Wisconsin now is the latest state. Some kid named Robinson, not sure about his first name, was shot and killed over the weekend on Friday by a police officer. Don't know exactly what transpired, so I'm not even going to guess. I do know he was unarmed. The difference between Ferguson and Wisconsin is that either the police captain or the police commissioner paid a call on Robinson's family not more than an hour after it happened. Needless to say, the mother didn't want to talk to him. But it should also be, pointed out that her son was no stranger to the law. He had gotten into a few scrapes last year, one of them having to do with a weapon. Okay, but she didn't want to talk to this captain or commissioner. But the grandmother spoke to him, and they prayed for an hour in the driveway, because the mother wouldn't let him come into the house. Okay, so